Toma.
Vamos a meterle tempranito en la mañana.
En la mañana este es el programa que arranca metiendo con todo. En H2 el 97.3 la fiesta se formó. La música con variedad tocamos desde salsa hasta reggaetón. Un vacilón, este es el show de la mañana en el tapón. Son un bombón, tírame remix, Elistón. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show.
Este es el show de la mañana con Elia,
Esther y Mafer.
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos a la última hora aquí en el show de la mañana en Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música a través de la 95.7 FM. Qué tremendo programazo tenemos, súper especial en esta última hora. We have a very special segment in this last hour. We're going to be speaking English, Spanish, Mandarin, French, Portuguese.
De todo un poco.
De todo un poco. I am kidding. But it is truly special. We have our Gainesville Police Department here, well represented. We have Sergeant Wago with us. Yay! And we have, ladies and gentlemen, Emmanuel Vila. Hey. From our GPD as well. We have a wonderful and very motivational, inspirational story that we're going to share. Something that is happening in Emmanuel's life. When he came, he shared, some news. And today he's sharing another news. And co-hosting with us, we have our sponsors, our friends, and family, Cairo. Raúl Salgado, papá, para comer y para llevar, ¿eh? Ahora
aquí
sí.
Estamos listos.
Qué maravilla. Kairos, the venue in Gator Nation. And actually, Emmanuel is going to share something about Kairos as well, because we are all connected in a beautiful way. So how you guys doing this morning, Sergeant? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. No, you seem like you're doing great.
I love it. I love being here. I love working at GPD. Everything's great.
That's awesome. Appreciate that. I will appreciate you and and Lieutenant that was here just a minute ago. We really appreciate every single one of you, Chief Moya, everything that you guys are doing day and night to make this community safer and better. Emmanuel, you have some news. Well, I'm very proud of this moment. You got to check this out. He came the very first time, El Vino, and he's been working at the front desk, and he's been developing, a whole system to have a bilingual process to help the Latino community. I mean, we all know we have over 13% of the population in Alachua County Latino, and so many Latinos in Gainesville, and people that speak Spanish. And Emmanuel's been helping with that. But today, él tiene otras noticias. There is more news to it. Share with us the exciting news, Emmanuel.
Sí, tengo unas buenas noticias, que me ofrecieron una posición para ser un oficial con el departamento, y estoy bien alegre para recibir esa invitación y para seguir trabajando con el departamento como un oficial que tiene un buen cara, que tiene una buena reputación, y también para que tener paciencia para hablar con todos que hablan inglés y español, y para ayudar a la comunidad latina.
¡Eso es!
¡Qué bueno!
Congratulations! Oye, tell me that's not exciting. Come on! Wow, that's super exciting. I'm very proud of you, brother, because that means that you did a great job, and people really liked working with you, and you got what it takes to fill that position. I'm very happy for you. I'm very proud of you. What do you think about that, Sergeant?
Well, as soon as he came to us, he had a background. He worked at the state attorney's office. And immediately I knew that some people are too talented to keep in certain positions. And I knew he was destined for greater things. So once we reeled him in a little bit and trained him up, he started to get the taste for police work. He's definitely got a talent with the community. And he seemed to have an interest in law enforcement. So I just kept pushing him in that direction, and eventually he convinced his family. I know he had a hurdle with his mom. Mom was like, I don't know if I want you to be a police officer, but once we got through that hurdle, I think he's going to be an excellent police officer in Gainesville. We're very lucky to have him. So I'm looking forward to watching his career progress.
Eso es.
Sí, gracias.
Qué maravilla. Sergeant, you used to be his supervisor, right?
Yeah, I'm currently his supervisor. One of the things that we pride ourselves with is that, you know, the front desk is kind of we'll call it an entry-level position in law enforcement. And my goal is for all of our employees to be the best version of themselves, whatever that is. And I'm at a huge loss once he leaves the front desk, and you know, we're gonna have to find someone to take his role. But if that means that we're gonna put somebody positive and powerful in to serve our community, I mean, I think that's the best thing we can do. And it's, you know, he's just gonna bloom and blossom in his career, and whether he stays at GPD or goes federal or, you know, whatever happens, you know, it's just going to be amazing to watch him.
That's awesome. ¿Qué tú sientes cuando escuchas todos los elogios que el sargento te está dando como tu supervisor? Mira esto, ¿qué tú sientes, hermano?
Sí. Bueno, siento un gran... I'm very humbled. Estoy humilde de todos los complementos, porque simplemente cuando yo llego a trabajo, entro y trabajo. No pienso que es nada adicional o especial, pero yo sé que en mi trabajo es necesario. Cuando yo llego a trabajo es bien necesario para hacer el mejor que puedo cada día y ayudar a la gente más en el máximo que yo pueda en mi capacidad, hasta que puedo ayudar a todos en el día y en la noche como un oficial. Y el cultura que el sargento que me ha enseñado me presentó un área para seguir logrando y empujándome para ser mejor cada día, no simplemente como una persona, pero como una persona que tiene compasión. Y eso es algo que es bien importante, no solamente para trabajo y para oficiales, pero para humanos.
Sí, para servir a la sociedad, a nuestra comunidad. Qué maravilla. Wow, I am very proud of you, bro. But also, you are fun. You are a surprise for anyone, because you are also a dancer, and now we're going to tap into Kairos, because you go to Kairos, I understand, every month for a social. ¿Qué está pasando en Kairos todos los meses, hermano, que ustedes se están yendo a bailar? Cuéntanos.
Bueno, aparte de Kairos haciendo un venue que es bien excelente y bien nuevo en la área, y enseñamos una vez al mes. Tenemos otros grupos que enseñan del colegio de University of Florida, que ellos invitaron a nosotros para trabajar con ellos una vez, 2 veces al mes, para traer los estudiantes para downtown, para averiguar y bailar y pintar y hacer grupos unidos hablando con libros, yoga, que es bien importante para hacer stretches y todo, y relajarse. Y tenemos trabajando con ellos, encontramos una buena comunidad y un buen grupo con los dueños que están bien amables y bien conscientes que nosotros, para lograr y seguir bailando, trayendo más de esa cultura latino en la área, porque tú estás diciendo 13%, yo pienso que es más.
Creo que más, ya.
Y somos, tú sabes, como los hispanos estamos bien alegres y tenemos el pasión para hacer muy alto cuando hablamos, yo pienso que es más de 13%. Y el 12 de abril tenemos un gran evento que se llama Salsa Fest, que yo represento también. Aparte del departamento de policía, yo tengo una representación con un club de UF que se llama Ascendance, que tenemos un evento grande el abril 12 en Kairos. Va a ser, y ellos están bien amables y están trabajando con nosotros. Y si quieres bailar y quieres aprender con todas las personas y los amigos que yo hice en Florida, de Orlando, de Tallahassee, de Jacksonville y de Tampa, todos mis amigos y los grupos de la escuela, vamos a estar ahí el 12 de abril para celebrar el fin de semestre, porque ya estamos altos con estos exámenes y trabajando, que necesitamos un día para relajar, y ese día va a ser en Kairos.
Wow, man, you are on fire. Oh my God. Raúl, cuéntanos en Kairos, ¿qué viene? Siempre hay cosas emocionantes en Kairos. Cuéntanos cómo está Kairos, háblanos de estos eventos.
Bueno, primero que nada quiero decirte algo, mi estimado amigo. La próxima vez que me invites, avísame que va a haber policías aquí. Porque cuando vine aquí a abrir la puerta y veo the cops tall and they just look like this, and I'm like, ¿para qué me invitaste? Oh my God. So next time just let me know, please. Pero quiero decirte que me gusta esto que está pasando. Porque lo que está pasando aquí es de que vemos a la comunidad no solo creciendo, pero la comunidad ayudándose los unos a los otros mutuamente, no solo porque seamos latinos, porque seamos hispanos, la comunidad de Gainesville, ¿verdad? Entonces, ver aquí al sargento que te conoce, que sabe cómo eres, estamos todos creciendo como comunidad. Y ahora sí, aterrizando más a lo que está pasando en Kairos, están pasando cosas muy buenas. Gracias a Dios que entramos ahora a vendors, a la lista de vendors con UF. Y ahora tenemos la facilidad de hacer más trabajos para la comunidad de la universidad. Complicado, ¿vale? Todo fue por ahí, mucho trabajo, pero estamos ahí. Ahora, lo que viene es bueno. Viene este fin de semana, tenemos 2 eventos muy buenos. Este sábado, si quieren algo que hacer, si quieren venir a bailar, si quieren venir a socializar, tenemos 2 eventos. Uno del lado del restaurante y otro del lado del venue. En el lado del restaurante vamos a tener 20s and 30s Mixer Social Party. Entonces ahí lo que la gente va a hacer, van a venir, va a haber karaoke, van a cantar. Y el 5 tenemos una extravaganza también, que es el del otro lado del venue, que es con Gator Salsa, el otro grupo de salsa que también es de la UF. Ellos van a estar ahí con nosotros y va a ser un social, va a ser demasiado baile, va a estar todo listo para bailar. Y de ahí el fin de semana que viene es cuando viene también su extravaganza. Entonces vamos a tener mucho ruido latino, que dice que somos el 13%, pero la verdad, tal vez somos el 13%, pero por todo el escándalo que hacemos,
como el 20.
sonamos como por ahí del 50, yo creo.
Sí, exacto.
And you are involved with all of that. You are also part of the Gators as a club, ¿verdad?
No, Ascendance.
Ascendance.
Okay.
Que es diferente. Pero una otra unidad y otro grupo de UF que tratamos de lograr para enseñar el technique, el comunidad que está bien cuidado con todos, con los hombres y las mujeres.
Yeah.
Y también enforzamos el baile para alentarte en la comunidad de bailes, no solamente en Gainesville, pero en otros lugares.
Have you already taught Sergeant how to dance bachata?
Not yet. I'm trying. But
Working on it.
Listen, yeah. Before he leaves, we'll have a couple lessons.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's exciting, man. You have now about to start the academy, right? When are you starting the academy?
Sí, yo voy a empezar en junio. La orientación va a ser el junio 2 y va a empezar completamente en junio 30.
I think that you have to, Sergeant, I heard that you have to get the taser, right? They tase you or something like that?
Yeah, so they don't make you take the taser anymore, but you can volunteer to do it. So I taught at the academy for about 10 years.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Did you volunteer before? Have you?
Yeah, I've been tased about 4 or 5 times. I've been tased with every version of taser except for the new one. They just came out with a new one called the Taser 10. So, and I'm 50 now, so I don't think I'll be volunteering.
That's
the taser is the thing that shocks you, right? Electrical.
Yeah, the probes come out and it goes. Yeah.
It's like electricity, right? Like,
Yeah.
like how many volts is that?
It's a lot.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Now this new one, like, for sure works, because I have seen videos where they taste people and they're like, man, they don't even.
Well, I mean, nothing's 100% guaranteed to work. There's a lot of factors. So if you have a lot of body fat, so the taser, the electricity kind of flexes your muscles. You ever watch a video and a bodybuilder will flex out in the mirror and then he passes out? So it's kind of like that. So on the up cycle, whenever you hear it goes, every one of those tones, it's flexing your body about as hard as it can flex, and then it lets go. So it's called neuromuscular incapacitation. So you can't control the muscles in between where the two leads are. Now, if you've got a lot of clothing on and it doesn't get a good connection into the muscle, it's not going to work. If you have a lot of body fat, it's not going to work. If you're really, really skinny, and it goes into the bone, it's not going to work. So I mean, it's a great tool when it works.
Okay.
I see. That's a good, very, it's a good answer. I mean, because sometimes you might see these people that they do it and they keep walking like nothing, but you saw the people like they actually fall apart, like you know.
And you'll hear, like, oh, he's got a knife. Why don't you use a taser? Well, I mean, the taser doesn't always work. You might have an option to use it if you have someone else that's providing lethal cover with a weapon. But at the end of the day, we want everybody to go home safe, but we also have to go home safe to our families too.
Yeah,
definitely, absolutely. And with that being said, what a shame. I heard of the passing of a deputy sheriff in Walton County, right? That I just saw the post on the Alachua County, and I think I actually saw it on GPD too. That it was very young, and it seems like he was actually doing in a persecution. He was trying to stop, obviously, a criminal, and it was like a shooting happened, in Walton County. What is that? I don't know how far is that from here. I think it's
Walton. Is that Fort Walton Beach? Is that in the Panhandle? Maybe. I mean, that's just a guess. I'm not sure.
Not sure too.
I think so. I'll tell you more in a second. But yeah, that's a good explanation. But I'm sure it's exciting. So for how long is the academy? Like 6 months?
Es aproximado 6 meses. La cosa importante que yo estaba haciendo en este tiempo es que hay otros pases, hay otras entrevistas que hacen en mi casa, que yo hago con el psicológico, que yo he ido con el doctor, porque necesitamos checar que todo está bien con mi ser y también con mi mentalidad, porque no es bien fácil y no debería ser fácil para ser un oficial. Y eso porque en estos exámenes de enero hasta ahorita es bien importante para yo hacer y pasar, y este proceso me enseñó que como haciendo un abogado o haciendo un doctor, hay procesos y pasos que necesitas completar en tiempo, porque si faltas en uno, de repente esto no es bueno para usted o para la comunidad o para el departamento, para ponerte afuera y corriendo si no puedes correr o si no puedes tener el paciencia o capacidad para hacer esto cada día para ayudar a la comunidad, porque es aparte de tus músculos, tu mente necesita ser fuerte y necesita ser amable y también tratar a todas las personas como humanos en vez de números o criminales, porque las personas que están en esta comunidad no son criminales, son personas que necesitan ser atendidos como personas.
Exactamente, eso es un muy buen concepto. And just to give you a little more context, what I was saying is Deputy Sheriff William in Walton County. Exactly. That just rest in peace and thank you for your service. And it's our heart is with his family and the entire county and all the law enforcement, because he courageously was facing an armed criminal protecting the community, and he obviously was wounded, right, and couldn't resist the wounds. It was a lot. So it's really tough.
Walton County is up north 4 hours from here.
That is kind of like a neighbor county. It's not far. It's not that far. It's up north.
Anyways, I think that like all lives matter.
Exactly, and sometimes people don't realize the sacrifices that you guys have to make every single day and night. You put a foot out of the door, right? And as you mentioned, Sergeant, you also want to go back to your families safe and sound, and that's why we love having these segments so people keep understanding, and we always encourage to take a ride along, go and volunteer for events, be part of the gun violence program that we've been promoting here with Corporal Gonzalez and Chief Moya when we talk, because that will give you a better understanding of the type of work, the line of duty, what you guys do every single day and night. And the ride along is one thing that actually really shaped my mindset when it's related to law enforcement, because you get to see firsthand how the tools, how you do it, why, what it takes. There's a lot of paperwork involved, and people don't realize it. There is a lot of responsibilities. So yeah, I would highly recommend that for anyone in the audience, de verdad. Les recomendaría que hiciera eso.
Sí, siempre, siempre tenemos los programas de la comunidad. Aparte de ride-alongs, tenemos otros eventos que jugar con el oficiales, con basketball. Tenemos grupos para los niños que están en 11, 12 grados para ayudar en los programas. Y también hay un programa que tienen para los chiquillos que son the mini cadets, para lograr y ver el proceso de esa capacidad. Y después, cuando van adelante y gradúan y van al college, tienen la oportunidad que ya tenemos toda la información.
Exacto.
Vemos el carácter que tienen, y si pensamos que quieren lograr en oficial o algo así, ya tenemos esa información y siguen en el proceso, como yo estoy diciendo ahorita.
Exacto. No, y ¿sabes qué se me ocurre? Deberíamos, Manuel, ya que estás aquí y que tenemos a Kairos, deberíamos hacer, Raúl, un Law Enforcement Appreciation Day en Kairos.
Absolutely, yeah.
Para ellos, claro que sí. Antes del summer, antes que se vayan los estudiantes, porque cuando están los estudiantes aquí, es cuando pues más casos y más actividad hay. Y before you guys get into the summer that is supposed to be a little quieter, I guess, do like a law enforcement appreciation day so you guys can get to enjoy Kairos and dance.
Yeah, maybe I can get my bachata lesson.
Maybe you can get your bachata down, you know.
No, sí, hablé con uno de los dueños, ¿cómo se llamaba ella?
Jeff.
No, el otro, la novia.
Alex.
Sí, Alex, que estaba hablando que yo estaba con el departamento y qué bueno, queremos hacer algo con yoga para calmar el cuerpo y para relajar la mente. Y hablamos la última vez cuando enseñamos ahí en Kairos, y es algo que es bueno que podemos empezar hablando con eso para crear ese evento, porque los oficiales siempre tienen necesidad para relajar o para ir a un lugar central. Y yo pienso que Kairos va a ser ese lugar, no solamente para nosotros, pero para la comunidad, porque ellos son, como yo dije antes, bien amables, pero ellos piensan de cada grupo que está en esta comunidad, que hay grupos que solamente leen libros, que quieren pintar, que quieren bailar, que quieren relajar, y la cosa es que ellos tienen todo eso en su área.
We definitely talk about that, because like we were like, okay, you know, like our police people, they're over here, they're always around, but Kairos is just like right in this spot, right there in Gainesville. You know, if they need to take a break or whatever, they can do like nitro yoga, you know, like breathing work, all this kind of stuff. Like you just said it, like being a police, it takes not only be able to run, it takes to have a strong mindset. Mm-hmm. You know, it's something that I tell my people all the time at Kairos. It's all about decisions. You know, we have to have the capacity to work and take decisions really fast. And in order to have that, we need to have peace in our mind, you know, peace in our bodies. So that's why we were thinking on actually reaching out, you know, to the police department and be like, hey, we're here, open.
And before we go, I would love to share and read some comments in the streaming, because we're not only live on 95.7 FM, en la 95.7 FM, in the radio in your car, in the entire Alachua County. We are also a click away on our app. You can download our apps completely free and take the fiesta with you. Take the fiesta home 24/7. We are also live on Facebook and YouTube. Also TuneIn Radio, Radio Garden, Stream, Alexa, Google, all of the electronic devices and more. We have some comments. Monica Bennington said, my little brother Emmanuel, yes, I am very proud of my little brother. And she said, ya tú sabes. Lieutenant Christopher Carwell said, thank you for supporting our local law enforcement. Yay. We have Charito Otero saying greetings to GPD and ACSO officers. And Lieutenant said, congratulations, Emmanuel. Lieutenant Christopher Carwell. And we also see Kairos Events and Catering, of course. And Johnny Suarez, Grabados Awards and Engraving, that he just did the awards for the World Master Athletic International Championship here in Alachua County. And he actually does GPD awards and everything. So how wonderful, how much people are appreciating you being here, and obviously GPD every time that you guys come every other week. Thank you for Liz Trevor. Liz, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Share this segment with GPD and Kairos, because we want you to learn about all the multiple options and careers that GPD has to offer. Right now, they are currently sergeant looking for someone for the front desk, correct?
So we have to wait for the city doesn't open up a job until it's vacant. So once Emmanuel leaves his position, then we'll have to say that we need someone in the position, and if approved, then we'll start the hiring process again. But I'd like to put the feelers out there. If anybody has any interest in what we do, maybe we can work on having a ride along at the front desk with us, or a sit along, interact with the community. And we get some interesting calls, have some interesting people.
That's awesome. Who is a right fit? Who is a good fit for that position at the front desk? What are you looking in a person to fill those shoes that I already heard that they are big shoes?
Big dancing shoes. They're big shoes to fill. I would love to have more bilingual people at the front desk. He's utilized not only by us, but also by our records division.
Wow.
They're like, hey, can we borrow a manual? I'm like, like, well, maybe.
$5.
Yeah, we're gonna start charging. But no, absolutely, I would love to have someone, just maybe someone that, if they have an interest in law enforcement, we talked about using the front desk as maybe level 0 in their law enforcement career, and if they do well there, then go into and be a public or to be a police service technician.
Yeah.
And then from there, if they do well there, then we could sponsor them through the police academy.
Nice.
And I would love to see transition or progression through training.
That would be lovely to see. I am looking forward to seeing your growth and you thriving and becoming part of, like, a bigger part of, just continuing your growth within GPD. And also, I have a comment here that actually is a great idea. Charito Otero is saying, Elio, you should invite Police Academy to inform the community how to become a police officer. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We should actually do some content about. We could even go to the police academy. Who is do you know a sergeant who might be in charge of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Sergeant Fred Malaragno and Sergeant Stephen Ruck. Sergeant Stephen Ruck is over the field training officer program. So once they graduate the academy, then he has them. The academy teaches you how to pass the state tests and gives you the foundation. Then we have our own mini academy that's, I can't remember, it's like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they teach you how to be a GPD officer and what we do specifically.
Do you know if they have any bilingual people in the staff at the police academy?
With our agency, no. Not with our agency. No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, yeah, because I think it would be great to have a tour and explain the different levels. I mean, when you get there, you go to the next week, how is step by step and how you need to get better. I think that's a great point what Charito is making here. So thank you, Charito, for the idea. I love ideas. I love it. Thank you so much.
Ideas are always welcome.
Absolutely. Así que mi gente, una vez más, saluditos para María Hernández que llega aquí y toda la gente linda que está ahora mismo mirando. Comparta el programa, share, comparte, like it, hearts, leave hearts there for Emmanuel and all the accomplishments for Kairos here, the venue in Gator Nation, bien representada por Raúl Salgado y todos los eventos. Ya tú sabes, vamos corriendo, mañana es en Kairos, mañana.
Mañana el viernes no, sábado.
Sábado. Saturday, we're gonna go to Kairos. ¿A qué hora empieza?
El sábado empezamos desde las 8
de la noche.
Así es, desde las 8 hasta que el cuerpo aguante.
Ahí está. From 8 p.m. until the body says no more.
Exacto.
Yeah. Y no te olvides, el siguiente fin de semana, hazlo otra vez con el otro grupo de UF, porque como te dice mi compañero, hasta que el cuerpo no se va, y después de ahí vamos a Flacos y comer Igual.
Y ya de paso continúas apoyando our local business community. Well, thank you, Sergeant, so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Wago here from GPD, Emmanuel Vila, our future new police officer to become. Y por supuesto, Raúl Salgados, one of the owners of Kairos Events and Catering, at your service. Y este servidor, Elio Piedra, muchas gracias por la sintonía, la preferencia, por estar aquí con nosotros. Sergeant, thank you once again. Gracias, Raúl, por estar aquí con nosotros. Gracias, Emmanuel.
Siempre.
Por visitarnos ya. You gotta come back when you are juramentado, sworn as a police officer. And we're gonna be at that event. We wanna be there.
Sí, vamos a hacerlo como una fiesta.
I'm sure we could work that out.
Uniform.
Sí.
We could show up while he's doing some PT, while he's doing push-ups and sweating on the floor. So I think the viewers would appreciate that.
I would love that.
We can work that out with our recruiter.
That's awesome. That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Let's make it happen. Bueno, mi gente, nos vemos. Happy Thursday. Que tengan una linda resto de tu semana. Y ya mismo vienen por ahí las noticias y los deportes. Aquí en la casa de los latinos.
En Gainesville, Florida, la casa de los latinos. Fiesta, fiesta radio. Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música. La casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta Radio.
No. Mira lo que les he hecho a mi camioneta. Esto es tu culpa.
Yo estaba primero saliendo y usted me chocó a mí.
No.
Fuiste tú.
Yo voy a llamar ahora mismo a Jeffrey Melton, mi abogado.
Jeffrey, mi esposo, llámalo.
Meldon Law habla Jeffrey.
Una mujer loca aquí. Me acaba de tocar la camioneta.
Jeffrey, honey.
¿Un cliente nuevo? Sí, pero un poco complicado.
Saludos mis hermanos latinos, soy Gilberto Santa Rosa y los invito a sintonizar Tu Fiesta Radio.
Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Becky G. Los quiero mucho.
Soy Camilo. Tú sabes cómo va, te habla Nicky Jam.
Hola, soy Shakira.
Dímelo. Raúl Alejandro.
Nosotros somos el grupo Manana.
Soy Melina León, sintoniza en Tu Fiesta Radio.
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Yo soy Juanes.
Somos Flor del Tabaco y los invitamos a sintonizar Tu Fiesta Radio.
La variedad 24/7.
Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música. La casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta Radio.
We're the Martin family, and we've been members of Campus USA since 1998.
It's very important to have a personal relationship with anyone you're doing business with. They don't try to guide you in another direction when they know who you are and what you're trying to do.
I think they give a lot of people a chance that other financial institutions would not.
Everyone, helps you, make sure you have what you need, exactly what you want, and the way that you want it.
I don't feel like a customer at campus. I feel like I'm a member of their family.
Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música. La casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta Radio.
It's moving time in Gainesville.
Other guys, we're on it. We got a job.
Let's do it.
Come on, bring it on back. You got plenty of space. You ain't gonna hit it. Uh-oh.
Youth mover, guys.
we got a job.
UF Mover Guys. UF Mover Guys. Reliable, fast, professional, insured.